Hunter to be pardoned? White House considers new rules and AI will take our jobs. Now, with the United States facing a possible default for the first time, President Joe Biden may have to throw a Hail Mary pass to use the powers of a clause in the 14th Amendment to avoid making history. Now, while the president said that he's not decided on doing this just yet, our Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen seems to think that it might be the only way out here. Now, speaking of a way out, critics of the president are now saying that he's already setting up his son, Hunter Biden, to be pardoned if charges are actually pressed against him, calling any charge to be under a political witch hunt. Do you guys think that he would actually do this? Comment yes or no down below. Companies are now looking at artificial intelligence and are planning thousands of layoffs. Who's going to replace all these people? Or should I say what? AI is already set to take thousands of jobs away from American workers, although I hope it's not with solving crime, as they already have led to several wrongful arrests. The White House is considering implementing new rules when it comes to flight delays and cancellations, which may or may not include compensation, refunds, food vouchers, and even overnight accommodations if necessary. When was your last flight? Y'all already know when my last flight was. Would these new rules have helped you guys back then? And former President Donald Trump is now leading President Biden in a hypothetical matchup between the two, according to a new survey. And it's not just him though. Even Florida Governor Ron DeSantis was ahead of President Biden, which raises the question, has President Biden's support gone down through just a couple of years of him holding the Oval Office? No time to waste here, guys. Let's get right to the facts. By the way, for the very best way to invest in gold, check out the links in the description down below of this video. Now, starting with IBM, as they've just announced 8,000 possible layoffs to go with their hiring freeze. Man, this sounds like a 1-2 combination on working folks, right? So here's the knockout punch though. They, along with other tech companies, are looking to replace these people with artificial intelligence. Oh yes, our jobs are being taken over by robots now. And it won't happen overnight. However, the plans have already been set into motion, kind of like a snowball rolling down the hill only to build an avalanche. So AI is already predicted to take at least 30% of non-customer facing roles within the next 5 years. I'm talking about those in finance, accounting, and human resources. So what do you guys think? Do you feel as if your job is safe from AI? Now, on the topic of safety, many still aren't convinced of the possibilities opened up by AI in fighting crime. Now, studies are showing that the AI-driven facial recognition puts everyone into a perpetual police lineup, one where the finger will most probably be pointed at the wrong person. Now, the problem is that it's costing innocent people their jobs and thousands of dollars to maintain their innocence. And at the end, common sense prevails and charges are dropped. But still, just imagine what this does to a person. The amount of fear that people are going to live in and the possibility of getting arrested without even knowing what's going on. It's absolutely terrifying. And since we're talking about arrests, critics say that Hunter Biden probably won't face any charges anytime soon. So here's what Miranda Devine, a contributor to Fox News, had to say about it.
With those Americans, and there are still many of them, who believe that Joe Biden, that his only sin is that he loves his son too much. That mythology of Joe Biden that's been around for more than 4 decades, which is that he's a lovely family man, moderate Democrat, lunch pail Joe, working class Joe, the poorest man in Congress, and a wonderful family man full of empathy because of the tragedies in his own life. That's what he's playing on. And I think the end game is that he's setting up, framing this sympathy card so that when it comes time, perhaps in his lame duck period, that he will pardon Hunter and Americans will forgive him because they will say, well, poor Hunter was a drug addict and look, Joe just loves his family and he's been through enough tragedy in his life.
Do you agree with Devine's thought process here? Are we prepped for a Hunter Biden pardon? Now, I'm not sure if it's even going to help him in 2024, and it looks like he's going to need all of the help that he can get, as a new Washington Post ABC News poll has found that 49% of American voters are saying that they would either definitely or probably vote for a former President Donald Trump over Biden.
As President Biden gears up to run for a second term, new ABC News Washington Post polling finds nearly 70% of Americans believe he's too old. Biden is 80 and Republican frontrunner Donald Trump is 76, but Trump's age appears to be less of a concern.
I've acquired a hell of a lot of wisdom. A lot more experience than anybody's ever run for the office.
The poll also finding Biden's approval rating dropping to a new low of 36%, down 6 percentage points from February, the lowest of any first-term president a year and a half out from the next election. even lower than Trump going into the 2020 race. But Trump is now favored for his handling of the economy when he was president, with a majority of Americans saying he did a better job than Biden is now doing.
Now, when faced with the same question, with Republican nominee being Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, numbers showed up that the governor had 7 points ahead of President Biden. Even though it's still too early to tell, it's obvious that the president needs to do something for Americans, especially on issues that matters to us most. Now, one of which could be the debt limit. White House aides are already looking at all of the different possibilities of avoiding a default. Taking action, though, may mean that the president needs to invoke the 14th Amendment, a move that some Republicans say isn't a solution. So here's what Senator James Lankford had to say about it.
I want to start with the debt limit. You heard the secretary there. The president does not want to invoke the 14th Amendment, but she didn't seem to completely take it off the table, just said it wasn't a very good option. What's your response to that?
Yeah, it's certainly not a good option, and she rightfully said it would be a constitutional crisis because the Constitution is very clear that spending, all those details around spending and money actually has to come through Congress. So I just want to remind everybody, it's been 96 days since the president sat down with the Speaker of the House to be able to talk about anything on the debt limit. The debt limit conversation came up the week after the election in November to say this is coming in the coming days. Everyone knew this was coming, and the president's refused to be able to negotiate about it.
Now, you have to wonder, could there be other new cuts within the bill put forth by House Republicans that we don't even know about yet? Is this why the White House isn't willing to negotiate? What do you think? Now, speaking of new, the Biden administration is considering helping address widespread flight delays and cancellations. How? By making sure that consumers receive proper benefits if and when we have to endure any of these problems with our travels. They're looking at possible new rules that will force airlines to meet a number of requirements in the event of controllable airline cancellations and delays. Now, we all know that refunds exist, but those are a pain to collect. However, new rules may include other amenities to customers. So think of compensation: food or meal vouchers, overnight accommodations, transportation to a hotel, and timely customer service. Do you think that this is going to make up for the awful holidays that thousands of Americans have experienced in recent months? That is, if we can still afford to travel within the next few months. Now, the writing's on the wall, folks. We are fast running out of purchasing power, and we need to strengthen our cash flow. Now, the good thing is you're still watching this video, and I got a great opportunity for you guys. Now, of course, you can always hit me up in the comment section down below. I read all the comments, and I will be more than willing to take you guys, under my wing and just share whatever knowledge that I have. We can discuss multiple streams of income, either through small businesses or side hustles. I can even give you the lowdown on investments in real estate, the stock market, even in gold and silver. It's not going to be simple. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. So anyway, hope to hear from you guys soon. Now, before I go, please do me a favor, drop a like for the video and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.